If the Praxis Elementary Education Social Studies 5004 exam has you nervous about history, civics, or geography, this video is going to help you feel more confident. Hi, I'm Selena, a teacher with over 20 years of classroom experience and a test prep expert with Study.com. I've worked with students and educators to make social studies content more accessible, and I'm here to guide you through what you need to know for this exam. Let's dive into some practice questions from the Social Studies section of the Praxis 5004. And stick around until the end, where I'll share key information you won't want to miss about the exam itself. Let's get started. Which of the following was the main economic reason European powers established colonies in the Americas? A. To spread democratic ideals. B. To gain access to raw materials and new markets. C. To escape religious persecution. Or D. To reduce population pressures in Europe. Let's walk through the process of elimination. A is incorrect. While spreading democratic ideals became a value later, it was not the main initial motivation. C. Religious freedom was the factor for specific groups, but not the overall driving force for colonization. D. Population pressures were not the dominant motivation compared to economic gain. The correct answer is B. To gain access to raw materials and new markets. European nations colonized the Americas primarily for mercantilist reasons, gaining wealth through raw materials like tobacco, sugar, and cotton, and selling goods in new markets. Which principle is most clearly reflected in the Declaration of Independence? A. Separation of church and state. B. The right of citizens to bear arms. C. Government derives its power from the consent of the governed. Or D. Judicial review of government actions. A is incorrect. This is not explicitly mentioned in the Declaration. B is incorrect. This comes from the Second Amendment, not the Declaration. D is incorrect. Judicial review was established later in Marbury v. Madison, 1803. The correct answer is C. The Declaration emphasizes that governments are instituted to secure rights and derive their just powers from the consent of the people. Which of the following was a direct result of westward expansion in the 19th century? A. Increased conflict with Native American tribes. B. The signing of the Magna Carta. C. The drafting of the U.S. Constitution. Or D. The abolition of slavery nationwide. B. Magna Carta 1215 predates U.S. history. C. Constitution was written in 1787, before major westward expansion. D. Slavery's abolition came later, 13th Amendment, 1865, not a direct result of expansion. The correct answer is A. As settlers moved west, tensions rose, leading to displacement and violent conflicts with Native Americans. Henry Ford's introduction of the assembly line most directly led to A. The end of child labor. B. Stronger enforcement of labor unions. C. A reduction in industrial pollution. Or D. A dramatic decrease in automobile prices. A is incorrect. Child labor reform was not directly caused by Ford's innovation. B. Labor unions gained strength later, but not because of Ford's assembly line. C. Industrial pollution was not reduced. It actually increased with mass production. The correct answer is D. The assembly line made mass production efficient, lowering costs and making cars affordable to middle-class Americans. Which of the following best explains why early trade networks, such as the Trans-Saharan routes, developed? A. The scarcity of natural resources in Africa forced migration into Europe. B. Geographic features like deserts and rivers created both barriers and opportunities for exchange. C. African civilizations sought to spread religious beliefs to the Middle East. Or D. The presence of nomadic groups discouraged trade but promoted cultural isolation. A. Migration was not the primary reason for the development of trade routes. C. Religion spread along trade routes, but was not the initial cause of their development. D. Nomadic groups often facilitated rather than prevented trade. The correct answer is B. Deserts acted as barriers, while rivers and oases offered passage, shaping how and where trade networks like the Trans-Saharan routes formed. The Dust Bowl of the 1930s in the U.S. Great Plains resulted primarily from A. Overfishing and water pollution in nearby rivers, B. Deforestation and over-irrigation of farmland, C. Severe drought combined with unsustainable farming practices, or D. Increased demand for agricultural exports during World War II. A. Fishing and water pollution were irrelevant to the plains. B. Deforestation and over-irrigation don't match the conditions of the Dust Bowl. D. Export demand played a role in farm expansion, but not the immediate cause. The correct answer is C. Poor farming methods like overplowing and natural drought left soil exposed, causing wind erosion and massive dust storms. A geographer comparing modern shipping routes through the Panama Canal with historic Spanish trade routes across Central America is most likely demonstrating geography's use in A. Analyzing the impact of natural hazards on migration, B. Explaining how geographic features shape economic development, C. Describing the diffusion of cultural traditions across continents, or D. Predicting changes in urban population density. A is incorrect. It is not about hazards. C is incorrect. Trade can spread culture, but the examples focused on economics. D is incorrect. Population density is unrelated. The correct answer is B. Both the canal and historic routes highlight how geography influenced global trade and economics. Which of the following scenarios best illustrates the concept of cultural assimilation rather than cultural diffusion? A. Mexican cuisine becoming popular in the United States. B. Immigrant families adopting English as their primary household language. C. The spread of Christianity along the Silk Road. Or D. The global popularity of Japanese anime and manga. A. Diffusion, cultural food spreading. C. Diffusion, religion spreading across regions. D. Diffusion, global spread of Japanese media. The correct answer is B. Assimilation occurs when a cultural group adopts traits of the dominant culture, often replacing original practices. Which of the following best illustrates how Roman law has influenced modern legal systems? A. The practice of trial by ordeal in determining guilt. B. The concept that laws should be written and apply equally to all citizens. C. The requirement that only the wealthy may serve as judges. Or D. The belief that monarchs derive authority directly from the gods. A. Trial by ordeal was a medieval European practice, not Roman. C. Roman law did not restrict judicial authority exclusively to the wealthy, though class divisions existed. D. The divine right of kings is a later European idea, not rooted in Roman legal principles. The correct answer is B. The Roman 12 Tables established the principle of codified law, which influenced later democratic and republican legal traditions. The Marshall Plan after World War II primarily aimed to A. Rebuild European economies to prevent the spread of communism, B. Divide Germany into East and West zones of occupation, C. Establish the United Nations as a peacekeeping body, or D. Encourage European nations to adopt a single currency. B. The division of Germany was a separate policy decision. C. The UN was created earlier in 1945, not by the Marshall Plan. D. A single currency, the euro, was created decades later. The correct answer is A. The US invested billions in Western Europe to stabilize governments and limit Soviet influence. When comparing the fall of the Roman Empire and the fall of the Han Dynasty, which of the following is a shared factor? A. Both empires were weakened by internal corruption and invasions from nomadic groups. B. Both empires collapsed immediately after a devastating plague. C. Both empires transitioned peacefully into democratic governments. Or D. Both empires were conquered by Alexander the Great. B is incorrect. Disease contributed but was not the sole cause. C is incorrect. Neither empire transitioned peacefully. D is incorrect. Alexander the Great died centuries before both declines. A is the correct answer. Rome faced invasions from Germanic tribes, while Han China experienced pressure from northern nomads, along with political instability. A government imposes a price ceiling on rental housing. What is the most likely economic outcome? A. Housing shortages because demand exceeds supply. B. Surplus of housing because supply exceeds demand. C. Equilibrium between supply and demand at lower prices. Or D. An increase in the construction of new housing units. B. A surplus occurs with price floors, not ceilings. C. Equilibrium is disrupted, not achieved. D. Builders often reduce, not increase, new housing under rent control. The correct answer is A. Price ceilings set prices below market equilibrium, increasing demand while discouraging supply. Now that you have worked through some sample questions, let's take a closer look at what this part of the test is really measuring. The Praxis Elementary Education Social Studies Subtest 5004 focuses on history, geography, government, and economics, as well as how these subjects connect to teaching and civic life. You will encounter questions about major historical events, democratic principles, geographic features, economic systems, and cultural development. Remember, strategies like process of elimination, using context clues, and identifying restrictive wording such as best answer can help you narrow down your choices. Practicing these approaches will make you more confident and efficient on test day. Thanks for working through these Praxis Elementary Education Social Studies 5004 exam practice questions with me. Every time you review and practice like this, you're building the skills you'll need to succeed on exam day. If you want more support, Study.com's Praxis 5004 prep course offers hundreds of realistic practice questions, full-length exams, and step-by-step video lessons. And 92% of Study.com users pass their exams with our resources. Got a question or want to see another competency covered? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more targeted test prep. Good luck, and you've got this.